I may not always show much in the way of class spirit, but I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
We all come from different backgrounds, and we all had things we were maybe scared to or couldn't tell anyone. Crow has his past, you have yours. I have this strange power of mine that I've carried with me for as long as I can remember.
I don't think you should compare Emma to Crow in the same sentence, considering what Crow has done. Not the best choice, my guy.
That doesn't directly relate to the Divine Knights in any way, does it?
No, though there's always the possibility it may be one of the reasons why you were chosen. I know plenty about witches and their history, but none of that gives me a clue as to what your powers could be.
All right, Ben. The point is that even after learning I have this monstrous power within me, you all accepted me without a second thought. I feel that I'm a part of Class 7 as much as anyone else, and I'm proud to say I am too. Class 7 is only the best there is because it has every one of us in it. Me, Elisa, Elliot, Laura, Fee, Machias, Eustace, Gaius, Milliam, Crow, and you, Emma. You're not an exception.
So, are we gonna try and bring Crow back to us? Because I'm so down if we are. He is on the cover of my game case, and I would really like him to come back to me.
Without you, our class wouldn't be what it is. Just like it wouldn't be if any one of us weren't a part of it.
Oh, Reen,
What he said.
So I don't want to hear you say anything like that ever again.
Hexen clan. Hexen is plural for Hexa in German and translates to witch. That's interesting. Though Hexen can also stand for the verb, in which case it means the act of witchery. That's interesting.
We want you right where you are, guiding me, guiding all of us.
They went very literal with the name of this clan then.
And not just as a witch, but as the kind class president and caring friend you always have been.
Goodness. How can I possibly refuse when you put it like that? All right, then. I can't deny the ancient knowledge that I possess, or my position as a witch, but I always want to remain the same Emma Milstein of Class 7 that I have been since the day I joined Thor's. So please, let me stay at your side.
Of course.
That goes without saying.
We wouldn't want it any other way.
She didn't say she wants to stay on your side, guys. She wants to stay on Reen's side. Get your own, Emma.
Class 7 really isn't Class 7 without you in it.
What a picturesque fairy tale ending. I couldn't be more pleased.
I'm so happy I brought Sharon.
And the timing couldn't have been more perfect. I can see Legrand coming into view now. Would everyone mind gathering their things and...
What's that?
Is that an airship?
It's coming from the sky to the west.
Is that?
Oh no. Don't kill Klaus. I like Klaus. I don't know who Miles is. You can kill him.
An Alliance airship? Wait, that's a commanding officer ship too.
Indeed. Well, it seems we have ourselves some visitors.
My apologies for the unexpected arrival. I should have sent word.
Female voice. I don't know this voice. I don't think. New character? Who are you? Lemire Provincial Army Airship? Valclutha? I probably said that wrong.
Gwyn of the Noble Alliance. I wish to make a brief visit to the territory of Viscount Arcade.
If your airship could have been a ship the whole time, why didn't you just use it as a ship the whole time? You crossed a lake. You could have just done it in the water if you were going to have to park in the water either way. I have no idea who the heck these people are, though. Oh boy, Aurelia's here? Oh. Oh, when you put it like that, I'm concerned.
It's a pleasure to see you again, your ladyship.
Oh, Lara knows them. Sure, why not?
And a pleasure to meet you as well, Brigadier General.
We were simply in the area, so we thought we might drop by and pay you a visit.
That did not sound like a casual visit when you felt the need to speak over the loudspeaker.
It's been quite some time since we last met. I was hoping to take the opportunity to apologize to my master for not staying in touch, but I see that won't be possible.
Laura's father is your master?
Unfortunately so.
I wouldn't have minded setting eyes on the famous Radiant Blade Master, but I suppose I'll have to be content with meeting his daughter.
I'm honored, General.
I can't believe they're here.
They seem to be provincial army officers.
They're really intimidating.
Their names are General Aurelia Le Guin and Brigadier General Wallace Bardias. They're said to be the two strongest generals in the provincial armies.
Oh, that's great. We're so dead. Why we have to always eavesdrop? We gotta know. My question is, if they're both swords masters, how do they not notice that we're just hiding behind this door?
Yeah, I don't think there are many people interested in martial arts who don't know about them. That's how famous they are.
How did we beat them into the mansion, even? They parked before we did.
Brigadier General Bardias is otherwise known as the Black Whirlwind. He's known for his unparalleled spearmanship. From what I've heard, he has Nord blood running through him, too.
Oh, I see.
Actually, he does kind of remind me of Gaius.
He seems pretty strong.
A number of warriors from Nord were said to have fought with Emperor Dreichels during the War of the Lions.
Did you guys know that Emperor Dreichels went to Nord to gather his army? I so did not. Thank you so much for telling me, Emma. This is vital information.
Perhaps he's a descendant of theirs?
Yeah, that makes sense. As for the woman with him, she's generally known as the Golden Rakshasa. She's also a countess and head of the Le Guin family, as well as commander of the Lemaire Provincial Army. And hard as it is to believe, I've heard she's a practitioner of both the Arcade and Vander schools of swordsmanship.
What?
Wasn't the Vander school practiced by the guardians of the Imperial family?
Is she even human?
Both of them are key public figures in the Alliance. What could they possibly want in a neutral region such as this, I wonder?
To crush it?
Still, it won't do to have you standing around here. Allow me to show you to my father's office. Klaus, would you prepare some tea?
Oh, there's no need to concern yourself with that. Seeing that the Viscount isn't here gave us all the information that we needed.
What might you be suggesting?
Be at ease. We didn't come to criticize anyone for the Crimson Wing's appearance near Trista. Still, it's always good to know who you're fighting against. The way I see it, you're continuing to remain neutral now. But if it came to it, you wouldn't be afraid to take up arms for your personal sense of justice.
There's no need to be hasty. We have more than enough opponents to be going on with. For now, let's focus on drawing out Craig the Red and One-Eyed Zex.
Don't you dare touch Elliot's dad.
We can't allow Rufus to be the only one making any major achievements.
That man must be protected.
True enough.
It would please me so if you were to fight under me one day, too. I believe you have the potential to surpass even me, given sufficient practice.
I am honored that you would say so. However, my swordsmanship is inexperienced at best. I wouldn't dare presume to have the potential to surpass anyone at this stage. I would ask that you wait until I can at least best my father in a duel before making that invitation.
Then wait I shall. I look forward to the day. With that, I believe it's time we took our leave.
Perhaps so. I was hoping you would introduce us to your friends, but they seem to be feeling rather shy.
Okay, so you did know we were there.
Teasing them, are you?
I don't know why Sharon had exclamation points. She should have been aware.
I'm sure we'll have the opportunity one day. I sense great potential within them.
As do I.
I apologize for being unable to do anything to make your visit more comfortable. Klaus, please escort them.
As you wish, milady.
Come to think of it, perhaps you wouldn't mind joining me in a battle before I depart. I haven't had the joy in quite some time.
I hardly think an old man such as myself would prove to be a worthy opponent to one of your strength, General.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. You haven't let your guard down for a second since I stepped into Legram.
Laura!
I'm sorry that you had to see me like that. It took all that I had not to be overwhelmed by their sheer presence.
You did good.
I'm not surprised. We could feel it well enough ourselves, and we weren't even in the room.
That didn't stop them from noticing us, though.
My fur was on end the whole time.
I almost let out a little yelp when they mentioned us.
I wonder who'd win between them and Zeno and Leo. This just goes to show how many skilled people the Alliance has among their ranks. With warriors such as them on the field, to say nothing of Lord Rufus Alberea, we can't afford to underestimate them.
All very true. Still, that's no reason to give up now. We need to keep pressing on. And on that note, I think it's about time we left ourselves. Let's go and bring back Eustace.
Yeah, we have to pick up our wayward child. Also, please don't make me fight those people anytime soon. I don't want to die.
And once we've done that, then we can decide what we're going to do and who we're going to be fighting against.
Lara being overwhelmed by a presence, we might want to stay away from those folks. Yeah, no. If Lara can almost single-handedly take down a cryptid, and she's scared of those people, enough said. I don't want anything to do with them.
Indeed.
Then let's start heading to Bereahard.
Klaus, I leave Legram in your care. Should Father return during my absence, please give him my warmest regards. But of course, Lady Lara, worry not, Legram will be in safe hands with me. But if you wouldn't mind, everyone, please do look out for Lady Lara for me. We always do. Thanks for keeping an eye on Emma for so long. Please be well, Klaus. Your words are much appreciated, but unnecessary. I will be perfectly fine, I assure you. The path ahead of you will be fraught with many challenges and dangers. But I will be praying that you all will be able to navigate it safely to its end, and from there, forge your own paths. Do keep yourselves safe. Thank you, Klaus. We'll be back as soon as we're able. It looks like the generals have already left. Yep, that's our cue to get going too. But it doesn't look like we'll have to use the highway to get to Bardias, though. But it does look, rather. That shouldn't be a problem. Following the Ebel Highway north will lead us straight to it. Perhaps we should pay a visit to the Bracer Guild before we head out. The receptionist there might appreciate a goodbye before we move on to Bardias. Yeah, I want to know more about Miles. Yeah, you're probably right. Lara and Emma joined the party. Rean and Lara can now use Overdrive. Rean and Emma can now use Overdrive. Reaching Bardias will cause the main story to advance. Doing so will make all unfinished quests disappear. Do I have quests that I'm not aware of? No? Alright, well, whatever. Oh god. We have to talk to all of these people again. We have to check and see what the heck Duvali's doing. Okay, let's start in here. I was seriously getting worried there, but fortunately things worked out. Try not to let what happened get you down, alright? You're going to pick up a friend, aren't you? You can't be meeting them with those gloomy faces. I don't think Usus would care. You feel free to come back and visit whenever you like. You'll always be welcome here. I pray that you're able to find your friend. Have a safe trip and good luck. Please leave everything here in Legram to me. I only ask that you take care on your travels. Bardias is one of the Noble Alliance's most important strongholds. As such, I expect there will be large numbers of Provincial Army soldiers on patrol there. Stay safe. Okay. Is there anyone else in here? There is. This way. Hi. That's the first time seeing Lady Aurelia in quite a while. She's become even more intimidating than she was before. Great. Everything she said seemed to involve violence in some way or another, too. It sounded like they might even end up becoming Lord Arsaid's enemies sooner or later. I should let everyone in town know about this at once. Back when Lady Aurelia used to live in Legram, she'd come here often for dinner. It's sad that someone like that may become an enemy of Lord Arsaid's, but that's how things are these days. How. Do take care, everyone. And come back here anytime. You'll always be welcome. Yeah, it did seem like she was telling Lara that Lara needed to join the Alliance with the veiled threat of, or you're gonna die. So fun. Hi. I wonder whether making that request was the wisest choice. What request? I never expected those two to show up when they did. Still, now that we've begun, we need to follow through. If it can be motivational somehow, all the better. What request? Oh, hello. Heading out of town, are we? Take care. Though if your departure isn't urgent, might I suggest visiting the guilds? I'm not trying to force you to do so or anything. It's merely a suggestion. I leave the decision to you. If that's just a suggestion, it's certainly a vehement one. Alright, I was going to go to the guild either way, but I guess the game really, really wants me to go there. Oh right, Casper's here. Hey, are you all heading off somewhere? Yeah, I have a child that got lost in a different city. Can't leave him to his own devices for too long. God knows what'll happen. He'll probably wind up in jail again. Indeed, I'm not sure how long we'll be away for, but we will be good. Gone for a while. We're on our way to Bardias, actually. Fine by me. Good luck, you guys. You'll need it, too, if you run into those generals who visited your mansion earlier, or anyone like them. Adios forbid. They were pretty terrifying. Try to be careful, okay? We will, and thanks. Be sure you do the same. Take care out there. Hopefully it won't be too long before our paths cross again. In the meantime, though, I'll keep my ear to the ground for any news of how my family might be doing. Maybe I'll even ask the students to help me train while I'm here. Good luck with that. Hi. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw those two. Like, what are two of the Alliance's most famed generals doing here? They were really intimidating, though. But if they ever threatened the town, we'd have our swords at the ready in a heartbeat to protect it. Something tells me you would die in like 10 seconds. Couldn't believe my eyes when I saw those two. Okay, no. This is the same thing. Yo. It only took me one look to realize those generals are both way out of our league. I'd heard the stories, but seeing them in person was... I doubt even the acting master could defeat them. It goes to show how big this world is and how full of strange and powerful people it is, too. Okay, that's all you have to say. Are there other people here? No. All right, we continue. I wonder if Diwali is still at the inn or not. It is interesting that Diwali would be here when she's part of the Alliance, and she didn't really say anything about Aurelia and what's-his-face coming here. I tried comforting Vivi, but if anything, I only ended up upsetting her even more. I'm a total failure as a sister. A sister's job is to comfort those who are suffering, but I had someone in tears right in front of me and couldn't do a thing. A complete failure. It happens. Oh, cool. You guys managed to meet up again. Nice to hear some good news for a change. Agreed. Thanks for your concern. Well, it's about time for us to get going. Oh, okay. Take care of yourselves. But if you hear anything about Lind while you're over there, really anything at all, we'll come right back and tell you as soon as possible. Don't worry. Just don't give up hope. Lind's tough. Thanks, guys. I'll try to hold out hope as long as I can. Good luck, everyone. Even if you don't have me to help you out, you'll have my prayers for your success. It's gonna be okay in the end. She's safe and sound there somewhere. I know she is. I've just gotta perk up. Oh, this is the dude who doesn't want to do his job. Heading off to Berea hard, huh? Yeesh. That's not gonna be an easy trip. Even without any actual conflict going on there, it's a dangerous place to be. Don't worry. We're all keenly aware that we're wanted criminals in the eyes of the Alliance. When you put it like that, it sounds kind of cool. But that's not the only reason. The Alliance isn't quite as united as you'd think. Lots of different factions and different goals going on in there. Interesting. It only takes one of them to make some trouble for things to get messy. Just keep your eyes and ears open. It's awfully ominous. Thank you for the warning, Father. We'll be sure to keep it in mind. Why do you know this information? I think it's about time I did something about that young lady. She's even got Theramis down in the dumps. At this rate, girls' tears are gonna flood the whole building and bust the door off its hinges. I was gonna let Theramis handle her herself, but looks like she ain't up for it. I'm gonna have to step in before things get too out of hand. Better than being on mop duty, I guess. Okay. Vivi, if you punch him, I won't say anything. I think we'll all collectively look away.